welcome to M Angel Says. I'm M Angel, and today I'm reviewing episode 7 of the Bachelorette Hannah season. Whew! And what an episode it was. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive in because I cannot wait. Last episode was a filler. We were going to Riga, Latvia, and we weren't sure that we were going to stay there because Hannah was having doubts about the process and things. In the end, she didn't give up, of course. So now we can finally see what happened in Riga. It don't stay in Riga. Garrett gets a one-on-one. Luke obviously expresses jealousy. Hannah does her typical jump in the arms, wrap her legs around. I mean, I just want to do that with someone. It seems awesome. She's so lucky to have all these tall guys, strong men that she can do that with. Just wanted to mention their color coordination. Loving it. Loving the blues and the golds together. And it's interesting because it doesn't seem like Hannah's particularly excited about this date at first. So what is their date? Naked bungee jumping. Apparently that's something that people do in Latvia. Okay, if you say so. As if bungee jumping wasn't scary enough, you have to do it naked? Why? And it's cold. They were in the snow and things. No. See, you already lost me with snow activities. Now you're adding like heights, which I'm deadly afraid of. I wouldn't call me a bad sport, call me a chicken, call me what you want, but you be calling me long distance from me the ground, you the sky, because they ain't happening. All the screams that they chose for when they were showing the people bungee jumping, all of those screams are stock screams, and I think they've used all of them in Cartoon Network. All of those screams were used in the Powerpuff Girls specifically. So yeah, they're confronted with this beautiful Latvian couple that look like Adam and Eve. They just tell them, yeah, we just jumped, and then they stroll off into the woods. Da-di-da-di-da. Hannah and Garrett get it, and they do it. I was very proud of them. It really seems like they did it, and they did it naked. There is nothing like defying death to bring two people together. And getting naked. So they're in a very different place post-jump than they were pre-jump. Also, shocker, Garrett learned how to kiss. I don't know who in the meantime took him aside and told him, you gotta stop with the peckish. The pecking is not working. If you remember a few episodes back, I commented on it. All of a sudden he knows how to kiss, and he kissed her intimately and sweetly and well. I thought it was interesting at a moment Garrett says that the cocktail party taught him to mind his own business, yet he brought up the drama again, so it's like baby steps. Baby steps, we're getting there. He's a gossip. So what's really interesting here is that all of a sudden Garrett seems disinterested in Hannah or reserved or introverted, and Hannah seems very giddy and very excited about Garrett. Is it because he learned to kiss and now she's like, oh, thank God someone talked to him? Maybe she told her producer who told his producer to teach him how to kiss. Or he's embarrassed because she had to yell at him and now he feels some kind of way around her, like nervous. Or he's pissed at her and the show for making him jump because he did mention that he had a fear of heights. Either way, it was really weird to see him very dull and introverted during their date, and she was very alive and bubbly and forward and happy to be there with him. Her eyes were twinkling. I was like, oh, this is a turnaround. All of a sudden she's interested in Garrett like this? Back at the casa, the boys get their date cards, and Peter's not on it, so Peter gets a one-on-one. Ah! I almost screamed. Actually, I did scream. Anyhow, Dylan is not too pleased, but whatever. Strangely, we go back to the Tula, and Garrett says that he's falling in love with Hannah. Ah bon? Oh, really? Could have fooled me. Anyhow, she is extremely pleased. Like, there is a smile in her eyes that is so genuine. She's very excited, and he proceeds to kiss her properly. Good job, boy. But he was eyeing the rose at some moment, so I don't know if he'd said all this and did all this just to get a rose. Then they had this weird, awkward dance in the middle of Riga, in the middle of nowhere, near a church, with a lonely violinist or cellist. It was weird. And I don't know if you noticed, but the Bachelor seems to be really good at making every location they go to seem like ghost towns. There's only like a handful of people. The people that are there are selected and allowed to be there, like extras on a scene. Or they shot the scene at like 2 a.m., so there's no one near a church at 2 a.m. in Riga. Garrett tells the guys about his date. Why not? That's what they usually do. They come back and they're like, okay, so here's what we did. Bungee jumped naked with Hannah. Obviously, Luke is not pleased, and he doesn't even believe him. He's like, nah, he's just saying these things. Why would he lie? We have the group date in Riga. They go to the Riga market, I guess, and they have a lovely time just being regular people going to a farmer's market. I love this shot of Jed tasting something and just watching Tyler be the perfect gentleman slash stealing the scene by getting Hannah flowers. How cute! I just wanted to like pause. Flowers are still in fashion. It's a gesture we don't see anymore. And maybe guys think women are emancipated and we don't want flowers anymore. Nah. And I've been that girl who told my ex, why would you get me flowers? A, it's a waste of money because they die. They smell good for what, like a day? Then what am I gonna do with them? I have to take care of them. So now it's a burden on me. And they were cut from somewhere where they were living fine, adding color to the landscape, and now they're dead. It's a terrible gift. I'd rather food. However, with time and age, I want romance again. If them flowers have already been cut and they're already dying, might as well place them in a home. Not an everyday thing, but on a special occasion, or even better, a random occasion. A flower, even be a single flower, even just like a dandelion you pick from the floor. Okay, actually that might look terribly sad. But still, the gesture of offering flowers to a lady, for me, it's everything. I don't know, what do you think? Am I the only one who still appreciates it? Comment section, I would love to hear from you. Then we have this shot of Jed and Hannah basically on a one-on-one, kissing on the side. They're like, what the funk? How did this happen? Where, how, what? See, this is how you know he's bae. He is bae. It's locked in. We see Tyler winning at a arm wrestling competition against Dylan. Well, I mean, that was a given. Oh, I mean, it's Tyler. Oh, it's Tyler. Just saying his name summons everything inside of me. So in the tram, I think is what they're in, Hannah is recapping their date. She basically lets them know that, yeah, they bungee jumped naked. And Luke is incredulous. He cannot believe his bleeding ears. So he expresses that he is upset. He says that the body is a temple and it's sacred. Obviously, they put those words over a shot of them in a prayer circle inside of a church. Are they all Christians? That's my first question. Luke says that she crossed the line by being naked with another man, and he wants some answers. Wait, he's not a virgin. He knows Hannah's not a virgin, right? She's been naked with other guys. Is it just this crop of guys that it's a problem if she's naked with them? Because technically, she can even sleep with these guys if she's supposedly dating them all at the same time. And you should be okay with that because you guys agreed to all have a relationship at the same time. They have their little cocktail gathering and Tyler gets up to take Hannah aside. I loved Luke's face. He just looks dead inside and crazy at the same time. I just love the way Tyler hugged her and like kisses her on the head. So sweet! And then we had the most hilarious scene where Tyler is trying to open up about his feelings towards Hannah. Now, whether he is acting to look like a Romeo for the camera, I don't know. But he's saying some very sweet, very genuine, very nice things. Hannah is throwing herself at him this whole time. She's wrapping her bare leg around him, putting her arms on him, getting her face as close as possible to his. It's just like not listening to the words coming out of his mouth. Her body is saying, take me, I want to eat you. He's all like, you look like an angel. I hope that you're going to be my angel. Saying all these very sweet romantic things. She's like, That's all she wants. Woo! And then when she climbed on top of him, or he reclined, he's trying to be like, girl, and he, I just went, dang! Then you have the contrast with Jed, who, emotional artist that he is, plays a little piano serenade for her. So sweet, so cute, so romantic. I have a huge thing for musicians. Win me over, why don't you, with your skills? She just said hot at some point, like, hot, you play piano. Girl is horny. She is on fire because this is supposed to be sweet. She says hot. Luke talks about how he's kind of pissed over Hannah's behavior to the other guys. I love how Tyler swoops in to put him in his place. And he's like, she's a grown woman. You know this. She's just living Riga to its fullest. If it's a local custom to jump naked, that's all it is. Oh, so Luke finally goes to talk to her and he does what he does best. She was happy, having the best day, the best dates, and he brings problems to her. Ooh, and the things he said, oh my God, mama's smile. You know, you say, turn that frown upside down. Well, he is the upside down that made her frown. He said that he feels like he was cheated on. Wait, what? What? He brings up that he's concerned. You know, this is the woman he wants to introduce to his family. Whoa, are you saying she's not worthy anymore of being introduced to your family because of this? Yet he says, but you know, I will support you, even if you go off the deep end and you make mistakes. Wait, what? She never said this was a mistake. She even said to him, first of all, it wasn't sexual. It was an experience that I wanted for myself. The condescension, the gall, the machismo of it all. Whew. It was a lot. I would have told him, get to stepping. You're walking home, back to the USA. You ain't even gonna get a plane, train, car, bar, nothing, boat, not even rollerblades. I'll make sure you gonna use your two-stepping feet to walk home. Blood boiling when people think that they own you. Tyler gets the rose. I shouldn't be celebrating because that means he's still in the running, and as the woman who wants to be the woman of his future, that does not please me. Now we see the one-on-one with Peter. Ooh, wee! I was excited for this Peter. Comfortable, sweet Peter. He has this strong side to him, yet he has this very sensitive and vulnerable side to him. I love it. He's like the best of both worlds. And checked online, he's a fire sign. I believe he's a Leo. He is just like sunshine, and they do pirts together. I love the crowns. I don't know if these are real, what they put on his head, or if it's a joke. But still, he's rocking it. Look at him. He's just so smiley and happy, and I love his energy so much. So what do? They whack each other with weeds. They mix some herbs and spices together and make some kind of salad dressing for their bodies. I love it when she whacked him. That guy was like almost offended. Like, no, this is a sacred ritual. You're not supposed to hit someone. That's negative energy. Don't hit Peter with the sacred weeds of yonder. Ooh. Oh my God. And then the show made me scream. I mean scream for like the next 5 minutes. It felt like forever. I even had to pause to scream because what took place in that, is it sauna? Which I hate personally. Don't you feel like you're dying? You're suffocating? What's the purpose? Let me know in the comment section if you like that. Peter! Oh! They have chemistry. To say the least. That is all I could say. Wow, the way he kissed her. And they're both sweaty. He's touching her flesh, grabbing her hips, her waist. Oh, he put her down. Mama getting it in. Well, not getting it in, but you know what I mean? See, there's a heat wave in Paris. And talking about this is just making it so much worse. This was a lot, but this was amazing. I was like, oh, I'm loving this. It's like soft core, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even get to this shot where Mama jumped on top of him. I mean, Yes, so that's when I was like, when is Peter's birthday? Because he's a fire sign. Obviously, wow. Oh, wow. Hannah in her one-on-ones did mention though, yes, clearly we have chemistry. Our body language is a 10 on 10. Girl, I saw it, and if I was grading it, I would give it a 10 on 10. But is there substance in the relationship? Good question. Shouldn't you know by now? I feel like y'all have spent enough time together that you should know whether or not you like him. It's so strange because they talk in that hot tub or cold tub, I don't know, the tub, and she seemed to have a lot more glitter with Garrett than with Peter. This is a shocker because Peter was a runner-up. So somehow, I don't know what interactions occurred or conversations occurred, or she's evaluating them differently now, and maybe she realized if she puts hormones aside, what is there really? And maybe she saw something in Garrett or had a conversation with him or felt something for him that progressed really quick, whereas the interaction with Peter revealed itself to be more of a physical one, maybe. What I found interesting is that during her dinner with Peter, she's asking him about his career. You know, as a pilot, you have to get up and go all the time. You're traveling a lot. How do you maintain a stable relationship that way? It's almost like she's looking for the cracks, looking for an out, you know, like, oh, you see, yeah, your lifestyle is not compatible with mine, so it's not gonna work out. But it's a legitimate question. How does one share a life as a pilot? I've always wondered, because, you know, if you're on Tinder and I see pilot, I'm like, next, because you're in and out, and that's literally how he's gonna treat your body. I don't know how they fall in love. Flight attendants are the only people they can fall in love with. Or other pilots. Are there female pilots? I don't think I've ever seen one. I don't know that I like that. She gets onto the subject of love and Peter almost cries over his last heartbreak. Very interesting. Sore subject, but obviously he hasn't had closure to get that emotional. Then he talks about how he's falling in love with Hannah. Wow. Then he leans in to kiss her at some point. Oh, she is not kissing him back. The absence of connection. I think this is like the worst kiss that we've seen all season. And with Peter, who we've also seen like some of the best kisses all season, so I'm confused. She's almost with him the way she is with Mike. He's all giddy and she's just like polite. Something happened, I don't know at what point, but she disconnected from Peter. Whew, it was just dreadful. Dreadful kiss, then she thanked him. Just later on, Jed, I know, right? Jed makes a move. I did not see this coming. He leaves his hotel room, grabs his guitar to serenade Madame. I feel like Jed made this decision. Other producers called, camera crew, set up because Jed is coming. Even if Hannah doesn't know, they're like, oh, we just need some shots of you on the balcony. He came with his guitar. She was very pleased. Told him to come on up. Oh, so he chills with her on her bed and he plays for her and sings for her and she's just soaking it all in, head on shoulder. He is romantic AF in this moment. I don't want to be mean. I could do without the singing, but he's great guitarist. Play to your strengths. I'm rude, I know, but I'm sorry. For me, it's like kind of a turn off when someone is not really, really good at something that they love to do. I love to sing, but I don't think I'm a great singer. I've been with a guy who said he was a music producer. He's like, let me send you my SoundCloud. Those words, I dread them because I'm like, oh no. Because if I don't like the music, you lose points. You lose a lot of attractiveness points. Or guys who are like, I love to dance, and then they are dreadful, rhythmless, and throw you off beat. As a dancer, crime. It's such a turn off. So Jed, his singing, I don't want to say mean things, so I'm just gonna stop. It was romantic. She loved it. That's all I'm gonna say. But you see how she put that guitar away the moment he was done and mounted him? Yeah. She was like, this is cute. Thank you very much. Very lovely. Let's get down to business. Let's sing with our bodies. Oh my God, girl. But get you some. Get you some. And I love the difference between this making out session and Peter. Jed is still so respectful. It's amazing. It's so romantic. His hands are always in the right place, touching her in such a sweet way, never inappropriately. And they have this moment where he's whispering to her, you know what? I want to tell you something. I'm falling in love with you. Jed! Stoic Jed has feelings. Love it. Oh my God, I was so happy to hear this. So happy. When he said it, my sister had a water bottle in her hand and she just like squeezed it. So it was like, I'm falling in love with you. Crunch. We couldn't see her reaction. They weren't filming her face. So I think she was pleased. Back at the hotel, Luke and Garrett talk again. Needless. Luke asks Garrett to not bring up the conversation that they just had to Hannah, which I think felt like reverse psychology. Could you please not bring this up with Hannah? You don't want me to bring this up with Hannah? You could almost see, you know that scene in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, I think it is, the cartoon, when the Grinch slowly smiles into that big evil smile? Garrett is holding back from becoming that. Because if this is a serious request, he's just like, you are worried that this would make you look bad in front of Hannah? You are giving me the keys to your destruction? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I was quoting Home Alone 2 there. Garrett basically says, I don't owe you anything. So, no. Luke kicks him out. He's like, well, I sleep here and you don't. So, get out. Leave. Go. I love the soundtrack in the background. It's like the drums of war between those two. Bum, bum, bum. So dramatic. Oh, the editing. The next day, and I loved that this happened, Hannah gathered herself. She had some time to think, and she pulls Luke aside to have a conversation about their last conversation. Hannah is so smart and articulate. Honestly, I don't know what they did with her during The Bachelor. The editing made her look, oh, I don't want to say it, but dumb as a rock. She brings up their conversation and hits every single point, bringing up introducing her to his family, calling what she did a mistake, stake. She says, I'm not your wife. How do you claim a stake to what I do? Anyhow, Luke does what Luke always does. He gets into apology mode. He tries to diffuse the situation, manipulate his way back into good graces. If you have to apologize this often, something is terribly wrong. Maybe don't do the things that lead to you having to apologize all the time. He tells her that he would never control her. And then he's backtracking. When she's bringing up these points, he's like, no, you must have misunderstood. I wasn't questioning your character. All those things weren't about the bungee jump. I'm sorry if you misunderstood me. He tells her, forgive me. He doesn't ask her, please forgive me. I was like, Ninja, what? First of all, backtracking on everything like she doesn't remember. She remembers, okay, vividly and accurately. Wow, the nerve to even lie to get away with this. She says, why is it so hard for us? Because y'all ain't meant to be. Duh. He asks her to please keep fighting for them. Fighting? No. At the beginning of a relationship, there should be no fighting for anything. And why should she be fighting for you? If you keep messing up, what? Fighting for what? No. I rebuke thee. Refute. He says nonsense, and at this point, it is hilarious. Thank you for entertaining us, Luke. At least you give us that. Then Luke goes to the guys and makes this speech and gets all up in their face with his little fingers. Stay in your lane, you stay in your lane. And I love it. Tyler's like, why are you puffing up your chest trying to be all big and threatening by telling us to stay in our lanes? Tyler's so unfazed by Luke. He's just like, why are you trying to puff up and start something? And then all of a sudden Luke yapping away like a small chihuahua, they're all bark but no bite. I love if you see Mike in the background, he's just like chilling. So when Luke was telling everybody to stay in their lane, he's telling Garrett, Tyler, he told Jed, you, Mike, keep doing you. Because Mike is just like, I'm out of it. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I'm gonna let you self-destruct. I don't want to be in this. I think they're grooming Mike to be the next Bachelor because he seems way too chill, way too out of the drama now. For them, it's a big deal. The first Black Bachelorette. So they're probably going to do now the first Black Bachelor. I don't care about these first type of things because whatever. I love diversity, inclusion. I don't even have to think about these things. But for people who are, I guess, segregated in their minds, it's a big deal. That's my thought. I think they're grooming him for that, and then they're going to make a whole publicity stunt about it. And maybe some of you are saying, oh, it would be a big deal. It'd be monumentous. Let's just remember that this is a reality show. Yes, I know in America, reality shows matter more than the news at this point. They kind of set the tone for societal norms. It does help when you see more diversity on TV, when people are exposed to more diversity, they are more accepting of diversity because it has become part of their norm, and then making policies that favor people that are, let's say, different from you. It's easier because you've seen them. That's just how we function as human beings. Fear of the unknown leads to needless drama. During this whole Luke fiasco, I love how Garrett was just in the background with his little one-word answers like, you ain't talking about me. Actually, you did say that. It was the pettiest. He is petty, and I love it, but he's petty. I'm sorry. I don't want to be with a petty guy, but love it for entertainment. Oof. And when he pointed at Jed got pissed. Jed was like, don't you dare bring your drama towards me because I have been mustering up all of my energy and my courage to stay out of your face and to stay out of the drama, but I'm on the edge of exploding in your face and smushing you and rendering you into a chicken nugget. So you better not come for me. And Luke immediately shriveled. He's, like I said, Chihuahua, all bark, no bite. The moment an alpha steps up and puts him in his place, he falls in line. He stays in his lane. Chris comes to tell them that there's no cocktail party, that Hannah is decided straight to rose ceremony. And I love when Chris came in. Did you see how Luke went to the back in the corner, hid behind Mike, like a little puppy who's afraid that he's going to be reprimanded? Oh my God. Childish. Hannah shows up looking like a character on The Crown, gorgeous royalty. That green looks so good on her. Everything she wears is spectacular. In the end, Luke gets a rose again. He will be eliminated, I think, in the next episode. But we say goodbye to Dustin and Dylan, and we had to because their names are similar, so it just made sense. I'm gonna miss Dylan's hair so much. Dustin, I had almost forgotten his name. He didn't even seem fazed, like he knew. They all cheer, and the guys are just really trying to chill because they hate Luke. Jed is at a boiling point. He's like, I freaking hate this dude. And freaking is not the word he used. Tyler's just like, calm down. I know. we will have our time in the sun. And during the credits at the very end, they show a piece of the guys hanging out and being fun, and Tyler dancing like the Elvis that he looks like. I swear he looks like he belongs in the 1950s. And he's just catching the Holy Ghost while Jed is playing. Love it. Wow, what an episode. So much to digest, so much happened. What did you think? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Any thoughts, feelings, commentary, you know what to do. Let me know. What do you think about the Luke situation? Are you like me? Do you agree that it's contractual, that they kept him for entertainment, for the show, basically? To have a villain in the season the way Chad was kept in JoJo's season? Do you think Hannah actually has feelings for him? Do you think Jed is bae? Do you think that Garrett is now a front runner and Peter has fallen back? Did you see that too? All I want to know, comment section. Before you go, do me a solid. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button to subscribe to M Angel Says for more content. And head on over to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and follow at M Angel Says, one word. Arigato gozaimashite. Thank you so much. And I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.